All right, so we are now at the topic of appreciation. And this topic is mostly used in accounts. However, I'm sure you will be using this concept in your daily lives for the next 30, 40 years as it pertains to your assets, your artwork, your stocks, whatever. You will be using this technique every day in the future. All right? So let's begin. Land valued at $2 million, 2 mil, was bought in 2011 and appreciates at 4% per year. What is the price in 2018? So when we are doing appreciation, it is very similar to compound interest. All right, it's very similar to compound interest. However, it's usually done annually. All right, so we'll disregard the n in the formula. All right, so in compound interest there was an n. However, for appreciation, the formula will be principal or initial investment multiplied by 1 plus interest rate raised to the power of t. All right, it's usually done on an annual basis. It's usually, all right, so let's just bear that in mind. It's usually asked for on an annual basis. So they won't ask you how much the land appreciates in 6 months. That's kind of rare, in my opinion. They'll ask you how much the land appreciates in 10 years, in 15 years, in 12 years, in 2 years, in 5 years. Not necessarily 18 months or 6 months. However, we will be addressing those because we leave no stones unturned. All right, so as regards to this question, we fill in the blanks. So our principal will be 2 mil, of course. Our interest rate will be 0.04, and our time period will be 2018 minus 2011, which is going to be 7 years. All right, and then we just throw that in our calculator and you do our 2 mil. Is that 2 mil? Yeah, that's 2 mil. So it's gonna be equal to 2613,863.56, and that is the price of our land in 2018. So the price of our land moved up from 2 million in 2011 to 2.6 million in 2018. All right, so that's a nice asset right there. Let's move on. Similarly, a boat valued at $100,000 appreciates at 9% per annum. What is the total value in 9 years? Same setup. Very easy if you ask me. It's going to be 100,000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.09 raised to the power of 12. Do this in our calculator. Two 281 266 48, and that's it. Very easy. Very, very easy. Because once you've gotten the knowledge from compound interest, appreciation is child's play, as you can see. It's taking us one line to do this. Alright? It's very easy. Another example. A jet appreciated to $120,060 after 4 years at a rate of 5%. What was the initial value? So watch the language here. Watch the language. A jet appreciated to. So this is our accumulated value. They want us to find the principal. Alright? So like here, they gave us this value and they want us to find this value. Cool? What's the setup? We already have A. So it's going to be 120,060 is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus 0.05 raised to the 4. We want P. So we're going to find the value of this here and divide both sides by it to get P by itself. We're going to find the value of this, divide both sides by that value, so we get P by itself. Plus 0.05 equal that raised to the power of 4. Alright, so let's write it over here. It's going to be 120,060 equal P times 1.21550625. We want to write this out because we want to keep our answers nice and accurate. So we're going to write it out. Alright? Just in this case, because we want to keep our answers nice and accurate. However, if we're coming to the final answer, it's okay to round, but it's not wise to round before we get to the final answer. Alright, so because we're midway the question, we write out the figures. Divide both sides by 1.21550625. This cancels this. Therefore, P. I wrote this backwards, but it's okay. Therefore, P is equal to 120,060 divided by 1.21550625. P is equal to 98,773.66. Yeah, and that's it. That is our P. Alright, so all we did is we did our formula the same way, but we transposed and found P. We just worked this out, transpose and find P. Very simple. We've done plenty of these before. Alright, so this is our final question for the video. An artwork acquired in 2015 is valued at $4 million. If it appreciates at a rate of 6% per annum, what is the value in 2019? What about 2022? Alright, so our time period for the first question will be 2019 subtract 2015, which is 4 years. Alright, so for the first part, it's going to be 4 mil multiplied by 1 plus 0.06 raised to the power of 4. This is going to be equal to 1 plus 0.06 equal raised to the 4 times 4 mil. So we keep all our zeros. All right, this is the value. 2019 at 1419. All right. Now what about 2022? Our t in this case will be 7. All right, so it's going to be 4, 1 plus this, 7. We do the same thing. 1.06 raised to the power of 7 times 4 mil. That's 4 mil, right? 6 zeros. Which is going to be that's a big jump. All right, so please, if I made any errors, please flag them. I'm also human. So please flag them if I made any errors. All right, thank you so much. This is J2T. Stay tuned. We have a lot more videos coming.